Hi, my name is Eddie, and this is a reading for Scorpio, and it runs from the 23rd until the 29th of January. It's a weekly reading, so a good shuffle, and going to lay down your 10 cards on the table in front of me. Right, let's have a look then. So the first card is in the here and now, the present situation, what's going on around you at this time. Interesting, okay. Got the Two of Wands here in the reverse position. This is the one card in the pack for me that relates to a twin flame connection, okay. So I do sense this around you at the moment. It could be someone around you, some thoughts you're having about somebody. You know, twin flame is like the other half of your soul, as you probably know. You know, they've done an experiment like with a particle. You cut it in half one side of the universe, the other half the other side of the universe. You pull on one, it has the opposite effect on the other. It's that kind of sort of connection here. It's like yin yang, pushing and pulling, blowing hot and cold. It's like mirror image, okay. But the card is in the reverse position, okay. So there could well be a separation. Or that you haven't met in a physical sense. There's something which doesn't sit right at the moment, but what I would say is that your twin flame is your twin flame, okay? Completely different to soulmates. Soulmates can be friends, family, they can be lovers, but it's not like the other half of your soul, okay? Some connection to your soul in the same soul cluster maybe, but a twin flame is the other half, okay? And that's the overall feeling. And also with the black and white tiles here, okay, it's very much like you're kind of completely different, but you fit together perfectly, okay. Let's look at the card which is crossing, which is the Five of Cups reversed. I mean, I do sense here with the number 5, first of all, you know, there's been a lot of conflict, okay. There's been a lot of kind of sort of disagreements around you, and there is a connection, you know, to this twin flame here, I feel, okay. You know, it's like on one side you got this beautiful soul connection, but on the other side you got the challenges which go with it, okay. And often there could be other people involved. There could be, you know, more challenges appearing, you know, and that's, I mean, that's a sure sign, okay. I do sense a lot of upset here, so there could be a lot of like sort of looking back. There might have been a recent passing or the ending of a long-term relationship, okay. But as I look forward, you know, I see these two cups standing, and again I just feel this twin flame connection and then two becoming one, okay. But I do sense there's a lot of work that first needs to be done, and I do sense this would be around inner work on yourself, and they need to do inner work on themselves, and then you can kind of sort of match up again in a physical sense. Though in a spiritual sense, you're always together, always. The card in the past coming to the present is the Hanged Man, okay. So I do sense that things have been rather stuck for you for quite a while here, okay. At times you feel like you're banging your head against a brick wall and getting nowhere fast here. I do sense that someone around you needs to face up to a situation. They need to make sacrifices here, okay, and then that will bring about a turnaround, okay. Something needs to change here. There's some sticking point, okay. Until this situation is resolved, then things can't move forward. So if I look more forward, I've got the Ten of Cups in the reversed position, okay. I was sensing it here that something emotionally is like coming to an end here, okay. There's a lot of upset, there's a lot of tears, and it could well be a fresh start, okay. Either a fresh start or a new stage within a present relationship, okay. But there's a strong sense of things kind of sort of reaching rock bottom, okay. And again, I do sense a lot of tears from the past. So again, I'm connecting to this passing or this ending of a long-term relationship, okay. But the overall feeling here is that the ground will be clear, okay. The ground will be clear for either a new stage or a new beginning here for you, or a complete fresh start, okay? But there's a lot of inner work which is going on, and things are being released, and things do create tears. And I don't see that as a negative sign, I see it as positive. It's like a release. Okay, you're trying to move forward. If you imagine on the outside, you're in a car, but you can't get anywhere because there's loads of trees on the road. Okay, you clear the trees from the road, and then you can carry on driving to wonderful places. It's the same within yourself, okay, inside out. So, yeah, I mean, with the 6 of Wands in the reverse position, the goal position, you know, there's a defeat here. You know, something has clearly happened here that, you know, that just brought your whole world just crashing down. It's very much this feeling that everything was great, and then something happened here. Something was said or something was done. You just feel gutted. You know, it's very much about defeat being taken from the jaws of victory here, okay? Or if you imagine it's symbolic, but putting out £10,000 on red on roulette and it comes up black, you just feel so gutted, you know, so deeply gutted about what's happened, and you are wanting some kind of change here, a complete turnaround, in fact, which is clearly shown here by like a fresh start for you. So subconsciously, I've got the Star card. You know, I see this big wish which you have, you know, around love, perhaps around your twin flame here, and also these smaller stars as well, which is like these kind of sort of smaller wishes. And I do sense that some of them have manifested, but this big wish which you have is slow, okay? And there seems to be a lot of challenges here, okay? Because the feeling here is that there's a lot of wastage, you know, and also in a physical sense as well. So you might have been wasting a lot of money. Some stuff may have been thrown out, which, you know, which is wastage. But also I just see water over the floor, so there might have been like a spilt cup, or like a pipe which was leaking. So it's happening on the inside, but also on the outside as well. I mean, inside it's about your intentions which you've been putting out to the universe, good intentions, but then backed up with worry, fear and doubt, which kind of cancels out your wish, because the universe listens to everything, it answers everything. So if it's getting like good intention and then the opposite, it just cancels it out. That's the easiest way, that's the most efficient way to grant that. It won't give it to you and then take it away. It won't even come to you, okay? It won't get that far. So the overall problem here is to actually work through these fears, and that's why they're coming to the surface now, and they will come to the surface more and more, and the more you deal with them, the easier it will be for you to manifest what you want. So your advice card here is shown by the 8 of Cups reversed. I think it's a reminder, first of all, with the number 8, you know, that the spiritual plane is there, okay? It's a very karmic number, so there's a lot of pushing and pulling, blowing hot and cold. But really, it's moving up here. It's about things building up again in like an emotional sense, and you will have these challenges which you encounter. I mean, going back up, there's these spilt cups, you know, on the ground, but you're going back up. So when you come across a cup, you deal with it and then move forward. It gets easier and easier as you move back up. It becomes like water off a duck's back, or a walk in the park. So on the outside, exactly, number 7, okay, on the 7 of Pentacles, number 7 connects to the spiritual plane. Keep asking for help, okay? The universe, those who have passed, will give you help, okay? They'll guide you in the right direction. They can't give you what you want on a plate, but they can give you the ingredients to get what you want, okay? So they might give you like a chisel and a piece of stone, and you can use the chisel to make a beautiful sculpture out of the stone, okay? So they give you what you need to get what you want. I see you put in a lot of hard work, a lot of effort here, and it will pay off, but there's also a sense of you kind of sort of stepping back now, okay? You can't stand there watering the plant forever and ever and ever, because you just drown the plant and it dies, okay? So you water a little bit and then you stand back and allow it space to grow. Your hopes and your fears are shown by the 5 of Swords in the reverse position. It's quite interesting, you know, we start off with a 5 reversed with a crossing card, and we've got it here in your hopes and fears, the 5 of Swords reversed. And it's clearly showing again that someone needs to face up to things, face up to their inner demons here, okay? I suppose your fear is that, you know, these challenges which are being thrown up, and you're just worried things are getting worse. But things sometimes have to get worse before they get better. You know, like I said, you need to clear those logs and those trees from the road, and it does take a bit of hard work and frustrations, but once you get through that, then the road is much clearer ahead, and there will be more challenges, but you grow in confidence, you know. And as I said, it's water off a duck's back and a walk in the park. That's how it becomes. Got the Judgment card in the reverse position for the final card. This card this card reversed always takes me back to Prague a few years ago when I met a woman in a like a restaurant or cafe kind of thing, and she saw me with the cards and she wanted me to do her reading, and she did mine, and she got this card for me, Judgment reversed, and she said it's about acceptance. Okay, and then I kind of sort of took it further, and you know, this is what I get for you. It's a bit like you're in a choppy ocean, okay, and you're trying to get to your destination, you know, this ship, but it finds it very hard, okay, but once the sea calms, then it has easy passage. And I just sense it's the same with you here. Once the mind settles and the emotions then settle, okay, and then what you want, you start going towards, or it starts coming towards you, okay. So it is very much about, you are going to accept the situation, and then in accepting the situation, you bring about these changes. Don't forget to subscribe, to like, to share, to comment, and there's a link for free daily readings.